Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect 2. We're here in our little room in the Normandy with our newly reclaimed dog tags we got from Liara. Man, look at it, it finally looks like it's lived in. I've got the dog tags, I've got my old helmet back, got a nice novel sitting out with a picture frame that doesn't have anybody in it, my Prothean relic next to glasses of wine that we didn't drink when Liara was here. I've got all of these awesome ships. There's music playing in the background. I think it's coming from my sound system. I'm only missing one ship, and I know where that is. I got a little pet gerbil, and I've got this fish tank with that one fish that is having a good time. Man, look at him go! Wow, he really knows how to party, doesn't he? You guys should take some lessons from him, because he is living it up. Seriously, wow. So, like I said, last session, when we did Shadowbroker, this session will be loyalty missions. We only have a few left. We have Jacob, Jax, and Samars that we want to do before our next priority mission. Oh, we should talk to Joker. Hold on, we should talk to Joker. We should talk to Joker, because I didn't talk with Joker last time. But we should totally talk to Joker. It's totally in our interest to talk to Joker since Liara came on board. Let's see what's going on. Hey,
Commander,
you've got nothing to
I
say.
assume everything's going well up here?
quiet enough. What the?
Trouble?
She's fucking
No,
with
it's
you.
nothing. Son of a. Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Man, you guys should make like a comedy group. You guys are hilarious. Okay, this fucking frame drop. What do I have toggled on my graphics that it makes the frame drop so significant? Let's just disable this. See if that helps at all. Nope, I just immediately dropped down to 40. Oh, maybe it is. I'm at 60. Nope, back down to 40. What the f... I haven't messed with any of the real settings anymore. Dynamic let's just start off bloom. Whatever. We'll see how that goes. So, we're gonna do, some loyalty missions. Oh. I can't be I'm thinking like I can't be asked to do all the scanning in here, but I've already done all the scanning on all the other systems, so yeah, I actually can be bothered. Just to kind of check all the planets for stuff. There's not going to be anything, because there's already something important in this system. And that is Haglaz, where Liara is now at. Along with the Shadowbroker base. There actually is stuff there. Very minor stuff. You could buy contracts for like certain planets that are particularly rich in certain resources. You could check like dossiers on the guys that are on your crew that are a bit more in depth than the vanilla dossiers. And then there's also something called investment opportunities, which is more or less like gambling. You put money towards a contract, and if the contract succeeds, you get some money back, and if it fails, then you're just out of money. So it's like gambling, really. And I'm not really willing to help that. So we're gonna go help. I don't know who I want to help first. Let's help Jacob first. Part of me is saying like I'd be okay if Jacob died in the suicide mission, because I don't care. But other part is like I need to give the full experience. I've already pledged myself to doing that, and I pledged to making sure that everybody survives a suicide mission. So I really don't have an option. I have to do this. And I also need money and Paragon points. This is more for me than it is for Jacob. Let's make that clear. I'm not doing this for Jacob, like at all. This is for me, and this is for the sake of the playthrough. So we have Jacob. The majority of enemies are either Loki mechs or mercenaries, making our obvious other solution What does Jacob even have? You have like pull and You are garbage. You have no offensive powers at all. So to make up for that, we're gonna have to. Do we have to take Miranda? Because I have the ability to take out shields and armor. So actually, maybe Garrus, somebody a bit more combat focused, would be better. Maybe even Thane would be better. Let's sick Thane. Oh man, look at that. I haven't touched you in 20 points. That's how I like it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna get your ammo type all the way up because pull is just worthless power. And look at how balanced my class is. Don't need these powers, that's for sure. It's done well by me so far, so might as well just keep doing what I've been doing that's effective. Alright? Don't need to fix anything if nothing's broken. So what are we doing for Drake? Oh yeah. The ship is like there's something about this being like the first loyalty mission that I picked up and it being one of the last ones that I want to do. Basically, we gotta fix Jacob's daddy issues.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Because his daddy ran away.
Mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Now I'm down to 30 frames, so it's not that that's causing it. Maybe it's dynamic shadows.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash.
Nope, down to 40, 30.
Tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
I can't tell if anything's changed. It's still low framey as shit. I don't even know what's causing it. Is it like a hard drive issue? It may be a hard drive issue, in which case just fucking turn everything back on.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
What the fuck?
Repeat, toxology alert.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First officer
Unscheduled
Ronald Taylor
suborbital
promoted
descent.
in field to
That's a
acting
really nice
captain.
way of saying the fucking crash.
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the
A full
unscheduled
year.
suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
I doubt that ship carried 10 years worth of food.
I'm with you on that. It's a big ship, but it fell apart also.
She always said no. She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
That sounds a lot like rape, to be real honest.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
Neural decay? If I had to guess from that one, it sounded like a guy had the hots for one of the crew members, and since they started eating all the stuff like neural decay, she just became like stupid. So he's like, oh, it's got to be so easy now, which is fucking creepy as shit. Like, that is beyond like okay. That is fucked. That is really fucked, dude.
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Seems like they didn't quite like your dad, did they, Jacob? Well, that makes 2 of us. 3 of us, maybe. I don't know. Do you like your dad? I guess not, since we're here to solve your daddy issues. I guess nobody likes your father. I wonder if your father doesn't like you. If so, he could join the club. Thank you very much. That's a person.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
You're not.
She's gone feral.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will...
Watch out!
Hey, don't get shot.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape! I see.
It's the heart of fucking darkness. Jesus Christ. I've been transposed into the heart of darkness. Wow, there goes my entire crew. Thanks a lot. Wow, there's a fucking lot of them, isn't there? Oy vey.
They're through my shields!
That was some piss poor shooting on my part. Wow. Get him. Yeah. Shh. Don't.
Taking fire.
Neural decay doesn't quite cover the reality of it.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Dude, you don't know your father. You haven't seen him in 20
We
years.
killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
I'm in the heart of darkness right now.
As I
Sure
must.
thing. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Is that an altar?
Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
That's an altar. But I can't tell what it's to. Huh. All women.
They have the same uniform as our attackers. Definitely not as aggressive, though.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the female on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
That's bad.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
That's bad.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Holy shit, it actually is the Heart of Darkness. Spoilers, sorry.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
If you... Heart of Darkness spoilers, if you've never read Heart of Darkness, it's a good book, you probably should. But if you remember, shit, I can't... I'm gonna reference Heart of Darkness and I can't remember the dude's name. Kurtz! Kurtz, or am I thinking of Apocalypse Now? Either way, in the book, he went deep into the jungle, became native, and forced the native people there to worship him. He would, beat and kill them if they stepped out of line, and they worshipped him as a god. And this is very resemblant of that book. I mean, it's a fucking statue. This is a statue that he forced people to make. The horror. The horror. My god.
Firing. Your captain.
Get over here! Stun him!
I'll hold him. Go to the sea. Even Terminus pirate clans rarely kill their own crew to enforce discipline.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Very well.
Got it!
Rationalize it all you want, dude. Your dad's gone feral.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later.
That's
The rest is
fucked.
a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, pets.
It's
After the beat,
it's the heart of darkness.
officers appear in the casualties too. After, my father took control and didn't stop it.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Your father's going to be a dead man very soon, I figure. The spoilers, Kurtz dies in the Heart of Darkness. Which is... Oh shit, that's gonna explode.